I think people don't realize the full potential of them. It's almost kind of what can't they do is more my approach. The more they research these peptides more long-term, the more they're finding more and more. Tirzepatide was for weight loss and glucose, and that's kind of what it was for. Now they're finding it has anti-inflammatory benefits. It's helping with cognitive function, anti-aging, again, because it's going to the root source of what causes a lot of age-related diseases as it goes unmonitored with diabetes and such. So I just think that there's so much there that people don't even realize they have at their fingertips if it's, handled properly, of course, with somebody who knows what they're doing with them. There's a lot that they can do for you. Inflammation, sleep, libido. Again, I think that gets overlooked a lot. Libido is usually just related to hormones, which is hugely important, but there's peptides that help with that. Of course, weight loss, healing and recovery, energy, anti-aging, cognitive function. The list goes on. So peptides, in just very simple terms, are chains of amino acids, which help make up proteins. And they're often mimicking what's already naturally occurring in your body, whether it's part of your thymus gland for your immune system, thymosin alpha, or it's mimicking a process encouraging a natural process. So it's typically very easy for your body to process. It takes it on fairly naturally. Even more so, certain peptides they've actually discovered internally, already within our, amino acids, and they mimic that. And so again, it's not a medication, it's a peptide. It's mimicking amino acids found naturally. It's actually been a big concern of ours lately because we're hearing about people getting it from, gyms and spas and just online and on the street, and they just have no idea what's going on behind the scenes because of certain, research peptide suppliers. They don't have to answer to anyone for testing. So you don't know what kind of sterility they're following, what contaminants could be in there. And even beyond that, just the consistency, the potency, there's so many factors that are uncontrolled. Whereas we do our homework when we work with a compounder, and once we find a good one, we stick with them. So we've been working with the same compounders for 6+ years, for our peptides, because we see the quality, we see the results, we see their third-party testing sheets, we see them doing the work. I can talk to their pharmacists on staff if I have questions. And so having that assurance of quality, of testing, again, sterility, I know they're handling it properly, all that is a big factor into it. A lot of people go for the price, right? Which I get, they want best, dollar, but I kind of follow the you get what you pay for. If a peptide is really, 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 really inexpensive, at first glance, that's great, but it costs more for compounders to have to do the third-party testing, to have higher quality materials, to have to really go through this whole process. And so they are going to cost more for medical providers to provide, right? But again, you're getting the safety, the potency, the efficacy. So again, I always kind of explain it that you have to look at where that value lies. Let's say even you find a really good, reliable, proper source of peptides. My other question for that person would be, what's the care that goes along with it? Who's helping you monitor that? So again, we see this a lot with patients. I would want to know if whoever they're purchasing from or getting those peptides from, do they, one, know that patient's medical history? Do they know what medications they're on? Do they know about any possible interactions? Do they know that certain peptides can very minorly, but everyone's different and sensitive. This one can maybe lower your blood pressure. This one can maybe raise your blood pressure. Are they aware of all those factors? I would also say, because again, in the peptide biohacking world, you hear a lot about stacks, right? Stacking different peptides that work really well together, which we love our stacks here, but are they doing it right? Some patients are more sensitive to certain combinations, and we are aware of that. So we know to start low or slow, monitor it. Are they aware of cycling? Some peptides, it's 30 days on, 30 days off, every 6 months, every 12 months. And some are totally fine for long-term microdosing or long-term use. Do they know all that? And also, not only, again, for health and safety, which of course is what we're all about, but also we're about results. So if you're not doing it the right way, the results are going to vary and not necessarily be consistent. Here at Eternity Health Partners, we're seeing a lot of excitement, a lot of potential with peptides. We've utilized them for many years, so we're glad they're finally getting the recognition they deserve. But with that comes a lot of information, a lot of questions that people don't know where to turn to. So we're here to discuss a little bit of that in this video, but of course we're also here for people beyond this video to make sure they get the answers and support that they need.